that. Okay, I just needed to like get that out of the way. Well, that might have counted as a joke, but like, okay, joke number 2. So, this one's like a real nail biter. That wasn't the right word, but it's like the kind of thing you get out of a joke book, but I made it. So, why are prisoners always really mad?
Oh no, why?
Because they're incels. Okay, if you can just send whoever like sends the Oscars my way, like I'll like give them $2 and like, man, my microphone just went up. I hope like I'm not hitting puberty right now. I'm waiting for 2 years and it just hasn't happened yet. Imagine like being like the kind of person who has like whatever syndrome Andy Milonakis has, but like not realizing it. So you're just like, you're like 25 and you're like, shit, I hope this is the year. Wow. You guys are such a good audience. So the thing about stand-up comedy is that you need to like try to figure out how to like turn your like uhs and like not knowing what to say into something positive, and there's like 2 ways you can do that. And step 1 is alcohol. Step 2, I really don't know, but you know, like oh my god, there's feedback back there. If Kaspar did a harsh noise set like during my show, I would honestly like melt into the ground. Which that would be kind of bad because then I wouldn't be able to do this anymore, but it'd also be kind of cool because I wouldn't be able to do this anymore.
Truth.
Anyway, yeah, I just want to let you guys know that Kaspar, or wherever the hell he is, Kaspar is a cool motherfucker. Someone's talking.
Kaspar.
So, like one time, me and Kaspar like went to New York for spring break to like hang out, and like one time like we were driving along the road and there was just like a mountain there, and Kaspar's like, hey, pull the car over. So like we do, and he just like gets out and like just like kicks the mountain away. And that's how global warming happened. And then like we met up with Paul Bunyan. Dude, imagine if like the Paul Bunyan myth was like actually a real thing. Like there was just a dude like walking around like America, like this big old dude, like the size of the Sears Tower with like a big blue ox, and every day people prayed that he wouldn't come to their town and like travel them. They would have to create like an underground bunker society. It was the funniest thing ever. like there's like social media, all social media is just used as a platform for like Babe and Paul Bunyan spotted near St. Louis. Not the one in Missouri, but one of the other towns that's also named St. Louis. Like in like the Ozarks. Wait, no, Missouri is the Ozarks. I don't even know. But just like watch out, because he's gonna come and he's gonna fucking step on your house and you're not gonna have a house. I feel like that'd be somehow worse than like if an atomic bomb like blew everyone up. Speaking of that, like I have a really funny story about like one time when I was in like creative writing class. It was like someone's talking right now. So like yeah, in my high school like junior year creative writing class, like it was a combination of like people who like really liked Harry Potter, but like to a weird extent. But I'm not gonna talk about them. And then people who just wanted to blow up class and like couldn't spell their own name. And so like this one person like wrote a story for like our class that was like supposed to be sci-fi, and he was kind of like this Neil Breen-esque god character. Like he was the main character. He was like, it was called The Scientist, and he's like, I am a scientist. I have cured many diseases, including cancer. Like just all of it. And then like then like the next 3 paragraphs are basically just, but then one disease came and I could not cure it. And so like the rest of the plot is just him like building a big spaceship and then like just moving everyone to like the planet Mars, and for some reason they decide they just have to like blow the world up. And the way it was written, it was just like, so we moved everyone to the planet Mars. We watched the world blow up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The world blew up. Wait, what joke number am I on right now?
7.
Wait, really? Kaspar, you've been counting?
No.
See, another thing about Kaspar is, like, he can count really well. When we went on spring break vacation, like, at some point, like, on the ride over there, he just started going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then, like, 7 days later, when we got back, he was, like, at, like, 7,000,000,5, 7,000,000,6.
Yeah.
That's a nice slob squat, except you don't have both, like, heels on the ground. Like,
Yeah, Andy, what the fuck?
you know the thing about fucking fashion Instagram, like I know that's a really big thing. Like people who like have plaid pants like I am, but like mine are cool. So like they have the fucking plaid pants and they have like the tucked in shirt. Like fuck, I'm just describing myself right now. But like, what they have that I don't is a wallet chain that's like not necessary. Like they just have like 3 chains on, and so. I forgot where I was taking this story, but I'll remember in like 2 seconds. All right, next joke. Joke number 9.
How many jokes do you have?
What?
How many jokes do you have?
How many jokes do you have? If you want to get up here, we can do a comedy duet.
Yeah? I can do
Go.
one joke.
Wait, we can yo, wait, hold up. You guys remember Muzzy?
No.
Dude, one time, like,
The Muslim?
Muzzy was like this thing that they used to teach like kids like Spanish and French and shit in like the 3rd grade.
Yeah, I do.
And it was just this big green like furry dude. And I feel like he was like really happy all the time. And I feel like he turned a lot of people onto the furry lifestyle, but that's another story. Like I remember like one time like I like stole the DVD from like my class for a second and I saw there was like an English version on it. So like I was like, I wonder what'll happen if like I, like, as a native English speaker for the past 8 years, try to watch this DVD of me learning English. And it was really, really trippy. Like, all the songs are just like, A, E, I, O, U, I love you. And I was like, that's a terrible rhyme.
Preach.
But also, like, I should tell y'all that I, like, almost forgot how to say A, E, I, O, U correctly. So maybe I do need some teaching in the English language. I'm an English major, just so y'all know.
Nice.
I hear people walking down the stairs. That could be a good thing or a bad thing. Damn, Alex, you're so... He's laughing, dude, like, upstairs, like...
Yo, Evan, can I tell my joke?
Yeah, okay, Kaspar's gonna tell his joke. But little do you guys know that Kaspar is the joke. Just kidding. I'm funny, guys. Hi. I hail from New York, and we New Yorkers have a folk tale that we like to tell. It's about like class warfare, but you'll understand that in a bit. So the story is about a member of the professional managerial class. His name is not important. All you need to know is that he's a stockbroker. Actually, in New York, we don't call them that. We call them stonkbronkers. Much like we have the Bronx, we like to put onk in things like onderdonk and things like that. Anyway, this stonkbronker, like many New Yorkers, has his own route, his own commute route that he takes every day. And one day he sees a homeless man in the middle of the street on his regular commute route, drawing a sizable crowd, jumping up and down on top of a blue blanket, saying, 21! 21! 21! Ouch! Fucking tall people. Anyway, so he's doing this, and he doesn't know why. He comes back another day, and he sees this homeless man doing the same thing, the 21. And this goes on for a few days. He's mystified. He doesn't know. He has a certain attraction to this man. Not like that. No, shut up. No.
I want to fuck
No.
21 Savage too.
Yeah. Anyway, so one day he goes by and he decides to join the homeless man in his reverie. He goes to next to him and he starts jumping. He starts going 21, and he gets very into it, almost until the point where he's jumping higher and higher and higher. Eventually, he takes the largest jump of all. The homeless man stops jumping, removes the blue blanket, revealing a manhole cover, and removes the manhole cover in a split instant. The stockbroker, our hero, descends down the manhole and is never heard from again. The homeless man puts the manhole cover back on, puts the blue blanket back on, walks on top of it, and starts jumping again. Only this time he goes, 22! 22! Thank you. Wow, that was a very beautiful voice. I hope you guys are all happy right now. So, yeah, speaking of New York, isn't it really weird that in Earthbound, like, they named that one city New Pork City, and there's also, like, New York City? Like, that's a pretty strange coincidence.
I know that game. I love this joke.
Okay, joke number. What number am I on? Okay, so no, I had like 10, joke number 11, joke number 12, but then Kaspar won, so does it like reset? No. Joke number 2. Okay.
No.
Why did Tigger stick his head in the toilet?
Why?
Dude, do you really want to know why? It's kind of obscene. Like, I don't think you want to know. Like, this is a joke I got in, like, a joke book that, like, Jay Leno wrote and, like, sold to, like, $30 to, like, stupid kids who wanted their parents to buy it, even though it only had, like, 10 jokes in it. So, like, I don't know if you guys want to know why Tigger stuck his head in the toilet. But, like,
why?
Do you?
Why?
Joke number 3.
Do you?
Why?
He was looking for poo. Damn, I've been like playing on this Minecraft server with a bunch of my friends. I must say, like, that shit is crazy. Okay, next joke. Again, I need to fill the void with some space. Speaking of which, like, all those memes that, like, are circulating around literally every social media, like, that are just talking about, like, I can't wait for the void. I can't wait for it. Like, it's like, get a new hobby, dude. Like, start, like, I don't know, it's just like this is not a joke. Like, it just like creates like this like negative cycle of just like hating yourself when you like, just keep making memes like that. So like, I feel like people should get out of that and start like talking about like Beyblades or like Battletoads or something else. But like, seriously, like I'm sick and tired of the depression memes. You guys are laughing, but like that's not a joke. As somebody who's been depressed for I don't even know, like it just kind of sneaks up on you one day when you're in high school. Like, you don't want to write a paper, and then all of a sudden you don't want to write 2 papers, and then all of a sudden like you're falling behind, and like you have like a C+, and like your teacher is like yelling at you, and you're like, I'm sorry, I just want to go home and lie in bed. Can you make that my paper instead? Like, yeah, it's pretty crazy. Mental health awareness. Yay. You know what else we need to bring awareness for is Battletoads fans. There was like, I don't know if y'all are familiar with Battletoads, but if you are, like, it's like level 1 was just like the Battletoads walking around, and it was NES, so it was like a 2D side scroller, and like it featured toads, but they like had guns and shit. But they were still toads, but like they were like the Battletoads because they had like guns and shit. So like it was just like level 1 was just like you're doing like a typical platform where it's basically Super Mario if Mario was a toad, and like they're like shooting people. Level 2 is like the same thing. Level 3, they put the toads on hover bikes, and like you have to like speed through what looks like some dude's like esophagus or something, and like if you like it's going so fast, like if you get like hit, like if you get hit by one thing because you can't keep up with the speed, which no one can, like you have to start all over at the beginning of the level. So that takes some serious
elbow grease.
I was gonna say balls, but like
yeah,
that's a word that's like kind of cheating, so I don't want to say that. It takes some serious You said elbow grease, so I can't say that either.
Balls.
Take some serious chutzpah to do that. Okay, so how many more jokes do I have before like Death Grips has to play?
You got two more.
All
Two
right.
more. Two
I'm
more.
gonna make these the longest. You said tumor.
Tumor. A.
That's one.
Tumor. Tumor Simpson.
Okay, so I'm gonna tell a story right now. So there's a man jumping up on the down on the fucking like New York City. He's on a map. He's like 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 21. And then some dude comes and he's like, "Hey, dude, why are you yelling 21?" And he's like, "I really like 21 Savage, bro." And he's like, "Well, have you heard 22 Savage?" And then he goes down the manhole and like he's never seen again. And then the dude listens to 22 Savage and he's like, "Holy shit, this is the best thing ever." So he starts jumping up and down saying 22, 22, 22, 22. All right, I got one more joke. I'd like a volunteer from the audience. Wait, no, I won't. No, stay put, guys. So anyway, I have a story about the band Werewolf Hair. One time I went to Andy's house and hung out, and it was like 9 p.m. and like we were outside smoking cigarettes, and then like we were just like hanging out. We only smoked one cigarette, so like we weren't like trying to like really mess up our lungs that much because like being healthy is like good. So like, and then like we like watched TV for like an hour, and it was like 10:30, and then I went home. All right, thank you.
Let's hear it for Kaspar number 2.
Woo!
Future Misters is next.
Yeah.
I hope people got my